It's week 44, maybe. And two things. I finished this. Finally, I had some needlework this week and I finished this. And since I was finished with my long needlework project, I decided to go on and do another one. The next one on the list that I started today and finished today in like a couple hours. And I like it. And maybe I have enough to make a second one, but barely. Like I really don't have a lot of it left. That's all I have. So maybe I have enough to make a second one. Will be cool. If not, one is already pretty cool and I like it. I'm gonna take it as it is. So yeah, that's the two things that I'm proud of this week. Yeah. So this week started the 8th and we are the 14th in theory. It's a lot harder to keep track when I'm not using, a clean template because it is the 14th and I still haven't done my bullet journal. No, I don't feel that great about it. But you know what? I don't care. It's okay to not be perfect and not have it all done. It's okay. Yeah. So the 8th, I went to buy a mattress. And it's supposed to come in 3 weeks because they didn't have it in stock, and then there is the delivery to schedule, but yeah. I spent 460 euros on it, which makes it one of the most expensive things that I've ever bought. But I don't care because I really need to sleep well, and like pain is all the time now and it's only getting worse and I really need actual solutions to this. My neck hurts almost constantly and like I don't see an end to it. I don't want to see a chiropractor because what if it doesn't work and I want to spend money on a doc for it to not work again? So I don't want to go, but I'm lacking options, to be fair. And like, yeah, it's pretty bad and it's almost every day and it's really pissing me off. So mattress it is, and I will stop gluten. So I still have some flour and pasta to deal with and use, and once those are gone I will not buy anymore, which sucks. It's gonna be so hard and so fucking sucks thing. It's gonna be tough. But I'm really tired of being in pain and I want it to stop. I'm human and I'm tired. So I'm working on it. On my way back from the mattress place, I went to buy pumpkins and they didn't have it, so I think it was too early, which is insane because in America everyone has them like in September, early September, and we are the 14th, and I checked on my old bullet journals and apparently the 2 times I went there to buy pumpkins it was 25th and 26th. Fuck that. Why can't I have my pumpkins earlier than that and just make them earlier? Anyway, I went and spent money for nothing. And it was pain in the ass. I also went to the library and buy gas and buy cat food. And yeah, overall it was pretty busy day and I was very happy to come home and rest. On the next day, it was a Saturday, there was that game thing at the library. I didn't go because I was completely out of social energy, and I just rest. Apparently it was a resting day. And that's very valid because I need rest, especially when I spent all of that time outside buying stuff. It was good for me to rest. On Sunday I did the dishes and that's about it. On the 12th, so Monday, I edited my fix so I could post them. And I posted them and I'm very proud of having them finished. They are not performing very well because I couldn't tag them with anything popular, so they're not performing very well. And that's okay. I'm dealing with it pretty well, considering, so I'm at peace with that. I'm happy I managed to finish something and sent it to the void, and that's something I'm proud of, especially since it was fucking hard. Remember that. Wait a minute. When was that I went? Oh wait, it was the 6th. Yeah. Where were we? Yeah. And 13th, so yesterday I did a pie. I had feeling for an apple pie that I needed to finish, that I had to use before it spoiled. So I did that yesterday and I wanted to make it Venom pie, so I made the Venom kiss scene in pie. It was pretty fun and it was pretty quick. And I'm pretty proud of myself because I nailed some things that I didn't nail before, and it was completely my sketch. I did not pump it on anyone else, so I'm pretty happy with it. And I finished this bad boy, which I ironed this morning before going to the Tower Club, and I used it, the iron, to fix that paint too while I was at it. The Find It short is upstairs. So I was pretty pumped out. I watched Pirates of the Caribbean, the first films, to help me finish this bad boy, and the fourth is definitely a very bad movie, but it has mermaids, and overall it was pretty fun to watch it, especially since I watched the second and third in English, which I have never done. I used to watch all of them in French dub, which is good. And it was interesting because there was a lot more accent than there is in the dub, it was interesting, it was pretty fun. I had a good time, so positive overall. Today, oh yeah, I have my laundry machine that is doing shit again, so I did some laundry today, but it took more work and time than it's supposed to be. But I did that today and fixed the things and did that while watching You Have a Message, because I couldn't find Pacific Rim because why not? It definitely has the full vibes. Now I want Starbucks, even if I know that Starbucks coffee and I just don't mix well. And yeah, I went to the Tower Club and finished this, and overall it was not so bad a week. I think I'm going back to interacting with my life and not just feeling it pass me through. It's positive overall. I still didn't do anything in the grand scheme of things. I didn't do anything on my bigger projects, and maybe that's not great, but I did some things, which is great, and it's really something, you know. And now if I don't manage to do this one, the matching one, the problem will be that I'm running out of needleworks. And since apparently needleworks are the only thing that I can do and make me happy and make me grounded and productive, I know I have an issue. You see, because I didn't know what to do about it. So yeah, I think on Saturday I will go to the thrift store, and on my way back I'll go to the other thrift store, which is smaller and I don't like, but it's also just near a fabric store which used to have the wool that I will need for my next needle project. Will be shawl in shape of bat wings, and I'm pretty pumped up about that, so it's good. Problem is the fabric shop changed owners recently and changed like the trade that it was. It's no longer, it's Mondial Tissue now, I think, and I don't know if they carry as much yarn as the previous franchise did. So that's gonna be fun. Tomorrow I have Mahjong, and I will also buy new packages of black dye, so I can dye the sheets that didn't work out the last time, and I'll do it in 2 separate batches, which hopefully will help it even it out, because I think I crowded it too much, which means that the dye didn't spread everywhere, and that's why I have a tie-dye upstairs. So that's a problem that I'm working on to solve. And next week what I really want to do is work on sewing stuff. Mainly I have a silly ghost thing from Tumblr costume that I want to make, and that should not take long because it's really just a silly thing. That's just not a problem. Shouldn't be long. Taking the pictures of it will take more energy and more time and more things, but the making of the thing should not take long. So I'd like to do that. I'd like to do the vampire capplate, the black with the red interior, and the crimson boutique goes with it. And I have to deal with my car. I didn't do that this week because I realized that the car place, the place where I'm gonna have to change my tires is really not so far from the orchard to where I pick my apples from. So I want to go there, change my tires, and on my way back pick apples to make apple cake, apple bread. So I'm gonna do that Tuesday, because at least on the website it said that it's only open on Tuesdays and Fridays. Last time I went they were like, hey, it's open all the time, which is weird, but whatever. I'm gonna go on Tuesday just to make sure I'm not going for nothing. So I'm gonna do that on Tuesday. I'm gonna go to the car place and to the orchard and fix my car and get some apples to make cider and apple bread, and so that car problem will be over. As I said, tomorrow I go Mahjong and buying cooking gas and dye. The day after that, thrift store and yarn. And other than that, sewing, I should really do the bullet journal, especially since we are in the time when I should be spending time planning November. So working on the bullet journal will be a nice thing. And like cleaning my place and writing, of course. So that's the slow goals that I would have for next week. Trying to be realistic there, so I give myself a chance to actually do the things. On my fall plans, I have the apple bread, the pumpkin spice cake, the dolls, the zombie doll and the fairy skeleton thing, a lot of sewing, and the lantern for my Beast cosplay. Beast cosplay will require more crafting than sewing. I don't know if it's realistic to expect me to do it. I think the Reaper costume is more realistic actually. I'm working on it. Maybe I'm gonna do the Reaper first, and if I have time, work on the Beast. But I also have a lot of sewing to do, and maybe I should just take my sewing machine, take it downstairs, and just say, fuck it, just do it. So yeah. I'm not that far behind. I still have the big projects to do, like the bedroom, the bed, the writing overall, the young adult videos, advice videos that I just haven't even tried yet. A lot of video editions will be nice. And yeah, the bedroom is kind of the big issues right now. Hopefully when I go to the thrift store I'll find a wardrobe and get motivation back. Maybe. It's not done. We'll see. We'll see. So see you next week with hopefully a second one of those. Would be nice. Yeah, it's realistic weight wise. It's doable, I think.